Hello everybody, Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcoming you to AEW Dynamite Recap Show. This week's Dynamite takes place at the packed house of the Indiana Farmers Coliseum in Indianapolis, Indiana. This is the post All Out show and the post other news show. Before we get started too deep into it, I'd like to remind you that you can be a champ by hitting that subscribe button. Also, hit the like, notification bell. Also, leave a comment. Tell me what you thought about this week's Dynamite show. Without further ado, let's let her rip. Alright, first match of the night features the man who defeated Orange Cassidy for the International Championship. That is Jon Moxley. He makes his first championship defense against AR Fox. Guess whatever he had with the company, it wasn't too bad. Because here he is, got some TV time with top star. Kid's got to shine. Mox kept most of the advantage with the brawling. Fox got a moment or two to shine. Did some nice little flips. But no surprise, Jon Moxley won after using the Death Rider for the win. And he's still your champ. Next. Alright, next match of the night is your TBS champion. The TBS champion is defending her championship on TBS. Oh my goodness. Chris Statlander versus Amy Sakura. Decent match here. The only thing it's starting to become a pet peeve of mine. The whole exchange of chops and strikes, no sell, to stand there. Okay, if it's just certain guys who would wrestle in the match with each other, when they do it, okay. But let's just keep it to one. It seemed like All Out, every other match had that spot. And these girls did it. I'm like, y'all don't need to do that. Anyway, that the whole no sell chop, you chop me, I chop you, I strike you, don't sell a freaking thing. It's overplayed now. Sakura looked decent in this match. Her offense looked pretty good when she had the advantage. But Chris Statlander made the comeback, hit the Wednesday night special, 1, 2, 3. Another successful title reign for Chris Statlander, which I personally like. What do you folks think? Alright, next match we have Le Sex Gods, Sammy Guevara and Chris Jericho going against the Aussie Open. And I gotta admit, I'm starting to like this tag team, the Aussie Open. They're becoming one of my favorites to watch. Good moves, they can get heat and know how to feed and sell for the babyface comeback. Can't ask for no more than that, really. Story here is the relationship between Sammy Guevara and Chris Jericho. Jericho will accidentally splash Sammy with a splash, but Jericho gets a win after hitting the Jews effect. But after the match, Sammy Guevara and Chris start arguing. They get a pulled apart shoving match that gets broken up by the security guards. So, I mean, I guess Sammy will be the next kid he brings up and looks at the lights to. Does a JOB too. Which is about time, you know. Can't really, if this is going to be one of the guys, they got to do it. So, we'll see what happens next. Alright, next up is MJF. And hey, Orange Cassidy, if you're looking for a catchphrase, I'm pretty sure MJF will sell you one. Because he's got plenty of them. Basically, no matter who wins the qualifying tournament, by the way, yes, they're having another qualifying or top contender qualifier tournament, and the winner of that will get a match, then a rematch, whatever. But it doesn't matter who wins because they're not on the level with the devil. But there's one particular person he is interested in, and of course that person being Samoa Joe. He comes out, they talk a little smack, mention a lot about the other company, which, hey, the other company kind of took a jab at them a little bit. Regardless, they would end up fighting. Joe get the better of it. MJF is saved by Adam Cole. The medical attendants came out, walked him back to the back. Basically, Samoa Joe called him a bitch and all that. So it's looks like that might be your dead giveaway who might win your qualifier match. Maybe. We'll see. Because there's another person who's hot on the trail in that tournament. And the winner for most entertaining spot of the match goes to Tony Storm when he tells Renee Paquette to keep her chin up, tits out, and watch for the shoe. Alright, now it's time for everybody's favorite Rhinestone Cowboy. Yes, it is bullshit. Bullshit Hangman Adam Page. Rhinestone Cowboy comes on out, mentions that $50K that he won in the over the budget battle royal. Okay, if you were over the budget, how would you be able to pay somebody $50,000? Anyway, I don't know who writes that shit. Anyway, that $50K went to Chicago Government School, which he just could have ended there. Everybody would give him a pat on the back. Yay, good for you, but gosh, we got to put that virtue signal in. Teachers are underappreciated, underpaid, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Swerve Strickland comes out, wrecks him on the mic, and does whatever a tough hangman cowboy would do. He pouted, pushed Swerve out of the way, and walked on down the ring. Swerve calls him back, mentions his wife and kid. He heads back to the ring, but we gotta get some heat here because Adam Page is the babyface here. Brian Cage will jump from behind, hit him with that corkscrew pile driver suplex, Steiner driver. I forgot what they call it on the show, but that's what they laid him out with. And that's the end of that segment. Whoever wrote this segment really sucks. Did not make Page look good whatsoever. But good job. Alright, now it's time for your main event. And no offense to Darby Allin, but why is this your main event? This should have been the first qualifying match, and you could have got just as much out of it. Because it looks like, if there's going to be two people who might be into it, the coin flip, I guess. Yeah, coin flip. Roderick Strong and Samoa Joe. Should have had the Roderick Strong on last since he's kind of been in that main storyline mix with the world champion and all that. He's kind of the third wheel there. Should have been the main event, but what do I know? I don't book this shit. Anyway, a decent little match here. Darby will take a sick bump doing a suicide dive. That kind of I hate when people do that. Don't want to see nobody get hurt. Wayne would take over. Allen with a brief comeback. No sells Wayne's punches and tells him to hit him harder. So Wayne does whatever normal AEW wrestler would do. He super kicked him. And that laid him out. Just for a 2 count though. Christian Cage and Luchasaurus would come to the ring to check things out. End of the match, they trade penalty tips. Code red from Darby Allin. Only gets a 2 count. Darby holds Nick's hands and stomps on his head. Ref calls it. Darby wins. Moves on in the tournament. They shake hands, raise hands, give each other a hug, pats on the back. Good scientific match. Even though there's some punches there. But it was decent. It was okay, but what do you folks think? I like Darby Allin. Nick Wayne's just not there yet. He has some growing to do, in my opinion. But do you think this is main event quality? If you've seen this as your main event, would you just say, okay, I like Darby Allin, but I'd be really surprised if he beats Nick Wayne, and whatever storyline they got with Christian Cage and Luchasaurus, it can be, because it is kind of the TNT title is not the world title, so anything with a world title picture should be last, right? I don't know. What do you folks think? Let me know what you think. Other than that, like I said, be a champ. Hit that subscribe button. It will be greatly appreciated. Other than that, you folks have a good one. Take it easy.
We here at RP Tube Vision would like to thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Also check out friends of the show Ecolife Natural for home-crafted candles, hand cloth, and other home and personal goods. Look them up on Facebook. Link will be available below the video. That is Ecolife Natural.